Imagine this. You close your eyes, drift off, and wake up 8 hours later. No flying through neon skies, no cryptic conversations with people you haven't seen in years, no fragments of color or emotion, just a blank slate. Every night forever. It sounds peaceful at first, but something feels off, right? Dreams are weird, but they give texture to our inner world. So what happens if your nights become a flat line of silence if you never dream again? Turns out that quiet might be more dangerous than it seems. Dreams aren't just brain entertainment, they're maintenance. They reset your emotional and cognitive systems, sorting out the chaos of daily life. Without them, your mind doesn't just rest, it starts to rust. Tonight, let's wander into that dreamless void and see what we'd lose if it swallowed us whole. Try this. Tonight as you fall asleep, notice if you remember even a flicker from your dreams tomorrow morning. That awareness is the first step to realizing what's at stake. Now, before we jump into panic mode, here's the thing: some people swear they don't dream at all, and they're not lying. Well, kind of. Dreaming is actually a universal part of sleep. The catch? Most of us forget about 95% of our dreams within the first 5 minutes of waking. It's like your mind's auto-delete setting kicks in. So when someone says, "I never dream," what they really mean is, "I never times remember times my dreams." This often happens when your sleep pattern skips cleanly through the rapid eye movement, or REM, stage, the period when dreams are most vivid. Stress, anxiety, or certain medications can shorten REM sleep. Muting that nightly cinema your brain usually screens. It's like hitting pause on a movie without realizing it was playing in the background. So even if your mornings feel empty, your brain probably still runs the late-night show, it's just set to silent mode. Try this. Keep a notebook beside your bed. Jot down anything you recall, even just a feeling, when you wake. You'll be amazed at how quickly the dreams start talking back. But what if your brain actually stops producing dreams? That's where things start to get weird. Back in the 1960 seconds, researchers at the University of Chicago ran a sleep deprivation study that's now the stuff of legend. Volunteers were woken up every time they entered REM sleep, the phase where dreaming happens. Within days, the participants became irritable, anxious, and emotionally unstable. After a week, they started hallucinating. Their brains, desperate to dream, began creating waking dreams instead. This wasn't just exhaustion, it was neurological starvation. REM sleep helps the brain process emotions and memories. Skip it, and your brain's filing cabinet starts overflowing. Think of dreams as your emotional detox. Without them, leftover feelings, fear, frustration, confusion build up like static. Modern studies back this up. Chronic REM deprivation is linked to depression, cognitive decline, and even hallucinations in extreme cases. In short, your brain doesn't just want times to dream, it needs times to. So, what happens if you never dream again? Your waking life starts turning into a messy, unfiltered, chaotic one. Try this. If you've been feeling emotionally cluttered, take a week to improve your sleep hygiene. No caffeine late in the day, dim lights before bed, and let your brain hit that REM stage undisturbed. Still, some people seem totally fine without remembering their dreams. So what gives? It might all come down to awareness. Studies show that people who believe they don't dream often just have low recall. Their REM cycles might be shorter, or they wake up too quickly afterward for the memory to stick. Dream recall depends on timing. Wake up during the dream, and you'll remember it vividly. Sleep through it, and it vanishes. Lucid dreamers, those who realize they're dreaming while inside it, tend to remember much more. They're effectively awake inside the story. So, even if you feel dreamless, your brain might still be crafting worlds you simply forget to visit. The real trick isn't to dream more, it's to remember times that you do. Try this. Set an intention before sleep. Literally tell yourself, "I will remember my dreams." It sounds silly, but it actually increases recall in many people. Now, let's go deeper into why dreams matter, not just for memory, but for your sanity. When you dream, your brain is performing emotional housekeeping. During REM sleep, the amygdala, your emotion center, and hippocampus, your memory hub, run a quiet rehearsal, replaying fragments of your day, but stripping away the sharp edges. That's why your dreams often remix the absurd with the meaningful. Your brain is metabolizing emotion. Psychologist Rosalind Cartwright found that people who dream vividly about emotional events like a breakup heal faster than those who don't. It's as if the mind digests trauma in abstract form. Matthew Walker, a neuroscientist famous for his book Why We Sleep, calls REM sleep overnight therapy. And here's the wild part. When REM sleep gets disrupted, like in PTSD, the emotional memories stay raw. Nightmares aren't the brain punishing you, they're it times trying times to heal you and failing to finish the job. So when someone says they never dream, it's not just trivia. It might mean their emotional processing system is under maintenance, or worse, out of service. Try this. Before bed, spend 5 minutes reflecting on one strong emotion from the day. Let your mind sit with it. You might find it reappears later in dream form, but gentler. Now, here's an unexpected twist. Sometimes, you can dream times too much. Asterisk. Ever heard of REM rebound? When you go without dreams for a while, say from heavy drinking or sleep meds, your brain overcorrects. When the suppression lifts, it floods your nights with intense, vivid dreams. It's like it's been saving them up. This can happen when you quit alcohol, nicotine, or certain antidepressants. People report wild cinematic dreams, sometimes nightmares, as their brain finally clears the emotional backlog. It's both cleansing and exhausting. So even if you escape dreaming for a while, your mind will chase balance. You can't outsmart it. Try this. If your dreams suddenly spike after a lifestyle change, don't panic. It's your brain hitting sync mode, it'll even out soon. But let's go existential for a moment. What do dreams actually do? Times for who we are. Dreams are one of the few times our brains break free from logic. They pull ideas from deep storage, connect them in impossible ways, and hand us something new. Think of Auguste Kekule, who dreamt of a snake biting its own tail and woke up realizing the ring structure of benzene. Or Paul McCartney, who literally dreamt the melody for yesterday. Our subconscious is like an artist that only paints at night. Without dreams, creativity doesn't vanish, but it stagnates. People who suppress REM sleep often report a kind of inner dullness. They stop feeling inspired, imaginative, or emotionally vivid. Dreams aren't random, they're where your mind tests out what-ifs. They're where you negotiate with your fears, your desires, your memories. To stop dreaming is to lose that dialogue, to cut off the language your deeper self uses to talk back. Try this. Tomorrow morning, instead of checking your phone, sit in the haze between waking and alert. Let your mind wander. That's where creativity lives, the borderland between dreaming and being awake. So, what happens if you never dream again? You'd survive. You'd wake up, go to work, laugh, eat, live. But you'd be living in low resolution. Without dreams, your emotions stop syncing. Your creativity dulls. Your memories get cluttered. Your inner world fades into grayscale. Dreaming isn't about escapism, it's about maintenance. It's your nightly reboot, your mind quietly whispering, let's sort this out before it breaks you. So if you ever stop dreaming, don't think of it as a mystery. Think of it as a signal, a quiet alarm that your brain's balance is off, and it's time to reset. Try this. Give yourself the gift of real rest tonight. No screens, no pressure, just sleep and let your mind wander where it needs to go. And hey, if this journey into the dreamless night made you think a little differently about your own sleep, you know what to do. Stick around. There's a lot more hidden inside your mind, and we're just getting started.